Hi, good evening. How many of you have heard of a lot of schemes in jewelry shops where they say that you keep investing a certain amount each month for your girl child, and when she is 20 or 25, the money that would have been invested can be converted into gold jewelry. In fact, they say that you can keep on buying gold jewelry each year. Some jewelry shops say you pay for 12 installments and we'll give you the 13th installment. There are various kinds of schemes. And a lot of them, a lot of people that I know have invested in such schemes. Now you need to look at some points when you're looking at it. The asset class that grows the fastest is not real estate, not gold, not silver, not fixed deposits, not recurring deposits. It is equity. And if you want to grow your money in such a way that when your daughter is old enough to get married, you don't need to convert old gold jewelry which you have been buying for the last 20 years. Because when you sort of exchange gold jewelry, one very important aspect that gets lost, apart from the GST, is the making charges. And making charges are very high. And another area is there is a wastage, because obviously in 20 years gold has become old, and while some shops are happy to exchange it, there is always a loss in making charges and various other things, and these days making charges is extremely high. Now what I would suggest you is, based on a lot of experiences, try and research out what happens to the gold that you purchase in the form of instruments, and what happens when after 20-25 years you are converting it into new jewelry. What if you could invest in equity, long-term equity, from the time your child is born all through their studies, and when it's time to get married, get them married, because unlike in many other places, the responsibility in India and a lot of South Asian countries is the responsibility is the parents. And whether they save for their retirement or not, they always make sure that they save for their children's education and for their marriage. So if you invest consistently, starting as early as possible, you would be pleasantly surprised that you would not only have saved money for the gold jewelry, you would have saved enough with the same amount, similar amount, what you would have invested in buying a monthly gold scheme. You would have created a huge corpus that not only takes care of the gold, but the entire wedding expenses. Now, if this is something that you found interesting, please comment below and do share, subscribe, like, not exactly in that order, but do share it with people that you know are at present spending their money in the gold schemes of jewelry shops. Today, the most important education that you can give to your children is not their graduation, not their college, not their graduation, not their post-graduation, but investment in personal finance education that will definitely help them lead a more independent, wealthier, healthier and happy life, because you are teaching them skills to live life. You are not giving them fish, but you are teaching them how to fish. And that's a skill which can take them in their life ahead, way beyond when you as parents are no longer there. Now there's another small thing which I would encourage you to inculcate in your kids. Not only in kids, I would say that if this is something which you have not known about, I would encourage you to explore it yourself, and that is having a piggy bank. A piggy bank not just for your kids, but even for yourself, where you can deposit whatever change that is left with you each day. Set a rule that you're going to put it into the piggy bank. And at home, if you can have multiple piggy banks, then definitely, you could have a competition where you tell your children whatever money they are able to save, at the end of the month, you will match it. Slowly and steadily teach them the importance of delayed gratification. Tell them that if they can save and keep the money, soon they could buy a bigger gift, a bigger experience. Make it a game. I will keep coming back to you with various videos on matters that make a lot of difference. I'm still trying to get a hang of how to record these videos. Please do not judge me by the quality of the videos, but by the quality of the thoughts that I share. It may be a small thing, but tomorrow you would realize that one single tip can make a huge difference. How many of you have found when a newborn child in your family, all the relatives give them either money or gold or various other things? What if you could take all that money or gold, convert it into money and make a lump sum investment in a good mutual fund and just allow it to compound? I'm not talking about making a monthly contribution as a systematic investment plan or topping up each time, but just allow compounding. Imagine you as parents are able to guarantee that whether your son and daughter, when they are 60 years old, irrespective of whether the children or their spouses look after them or not, you would have helped them put a corpus just by that one single time. There are a lot of SIP calculators available, and you can calculate it for yourself. There's nothing that I'm telling you which is not already known. Depending upon today 3 lakh, 5 lakh rupees, whatever is the total value of gold that is gifted at the time a newborn child is there, and convert that amount into a lump sum investment in a good mutual fund for the next 60 years, and you would be shocked, flabbergasted by the amount that would be there. It's a mathematical calculation. There's no hidden things. And if you look around, you will find. So this, in a way, would be a small babushka doll that you would be leaving for your children. Something that will make sure that you are taking care of them in a very unique way, much after you both are no longer there. When your kid is 60, whatever wealth they have created, this amount which you saved and invested, what was collected from the gifts of your friends and relatives when your child was born, it would be an unimaginable amount. Check it out. And if you found any of the tips that I am sharing here is of interest to you and makes sense, mind you, I did not know any of these things. While growing up, when I started working, all this I learnt in the last 5 years. After wandering in the wilderness for 35 years. But I know I'm no longer young to enjoy the fruits of compounding. But like a traveler, I'm just planting apple seeds, knowing fully well that somebody else would get to eat the fruits and rest under the shade of the trees. I hope some of you are young enough who are just starting their jobs to put these tips into practice, and I am sure you would have a wonderful life ahead, happier, wealthier than what a majority of people, your friends, your colleagues would have done. Thank you. I encourage you, if you found this useful, please like, subscribe and share this video with people who need it. Thank you.